What we recognize may be very hard on all of you is the acceptance of the truth that even someone or a perception which you despise exists inside of you and isn't separate from you. What that means is that humanity wishes humility for you to get to the step within the evolution of your awareness. You cannot just stay up excessive above all of it on a rainbow and appearance down upon everyone else. Do not fall into the trap of wondering that you have all of it figured out, that you are doing everything successfully, and which you have all of the right ideals and data. That could be boring, thwart your growth, and be a form of loss of life, revealing that doesn't surely exist. You never forestall developing, you in no way stop increasing, and also you never forestall turning into more of who you honestly are. If you want to do all of those things, you need at the end of the spectrum to exist that was furthest from source, furthest from the light, and the love that is your authentic nature. What is greater source like than being capable of love, the darkness, and people running within the dark? If you genuinely recognize what the shift in attention is, then realize that it's no pretty much a solar flash and 3 days of darkness. In case you clearly know what the shift is about, then you recognize the real event is you turning into more like source power, and meaning acknowledging that it's all internal of you. Even the ones you want to sentence, even the beliefs that you cannot understand how everyone would even entertain. Furthermore, if a main Pleiadian soul have been to be born on the planet, they too might sense lost and confused. From our attitude, it's absolutely normal in case you are feeling lost or careworn or hurt right now. This situation on the planet certainly is incredibly hard right now. It's normal if you are suffering. Nearly all and sundry else is suffering too. I'm not pronouncing this to encourage complacency. As you already know, one of my center messages, you can do it. You in reality can enhance your life through taking constant and not overly large steps at something tempo you could cope with. In truth, I inspire this. However, at the same time, I also need to say that you are not broken. You aren't flawed. You are not worse than other person. Very trigger, each wound, is showing us in which we are able to cultivate more empathy, compassion, a deeper understanding, and recognition. Divine unconditional love is the force that this universe is based upon. It's what holds the universe collectively. It's our essence. It's simply that we've forgotten that the one made up of us all collectively as a whole, were given fragmented into individualized forms and points of consciousness, but which we are usually connected to and in no way separate from. So now we are finding our way back into absolutely remembering that oneness, again to unity, yet it has always been available, continually present, in no time and no space. That's why in the end, the most effective issue left is surrounding returned into the love we experience for ourselves, for one another, for all, for the only. Before the breakup inside the focus came about, before the illusion of separation made us consider it to be the actual and had us turn against each other out of fear, we began to see actually once more. We now return to our original essence, our unique divine blueprints, but with the lessons discovered. Now that we know better, we will do higher, because we recognize how critical that is. How all is interconnected, as all is always one. Now, most of you had once honestly horrible experiences in past lives, and in this life, you are intended to clear those traumas. That too is not an inviolable undertaking to have signed up for. And all over again, it's difficult for us to even fathom making that preference. However, you did, and recognize you probably did due to the fact you are there. And if you are there, you then also get to have the biggest journey feasible. You are becoming your better selves, and you are becoming fifth dimensional. And also, you knew precisely what you have been doing when you selected that journey. Furthermore, the horrific men are completely confused and in panic right now. They consider humans as simple machines whose entire selection making procedure. But time and time once more, Earthlings are showing that they have an inner light, an inner knowing, and an inner compass. The bad men are less and much less able to move crowds in instructions that they need. And the cause for this is that the common Earthling truly is great. You are in a situation right now where it would be logical for you to break, but the majority of Earthlings may actually battles but haven't broke. You definitely are pretty resilient. We greatly love and respect you. Just dealing with to exist on this world in these relatively harsh and unstable energies could be very surprising. Even in case you are not able to perform certain things yet, or are engaging in copying systems, it is stunning to us that you are capable of hang on. From our angle, you are doing amazingly nicely.